Hey folks, I'm on Island O'Donnell, and it really is written that way around, in the middle of Lough Eske in Donegal, in the north of Ireland. Not Northern Ireland, the north of Ireland. It seems to have taken me forever to get here today. I think going anywhere in Ireland to Dublin takes 2 hours. Going anywhere in Ireland to anywhere else in Ireland seems to take a day. Just brewing up a late lunch on the castle walls of the old O'Donnell Castle. Used back in the 1600s apparently for keeping prisoners and people who fell out with the local chieftains. They were put on this island. The castle walls are all still pretty visible, but with huge trees growing out of them, which looks amazing. The whole place smells of garlic as well, so I'm assuming this is wild garlic, just kind of really early. The whole floor is covered in this same plant, which I think is wild garlic, but it certainly smells like it. As I say, I'm going to have a spot of lunch and then paddle up north towards the Blue Stack Mountains, which are at the top end of the lake. Tomorrow I'll be walking up those mountains, all being well. So yeah, nice to see them from here. The clouds are just kind of lifting through the afternoon. So yeah, it looks terrific. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. But yeah, this afternoon to enjoy first as I paddle around Lough Eske. So up behind me are the Blue Stack Mountains. I think the highest peaks I can't quite see, they're still up in the cloud there. But yeah, these first hills that just kind of rise up from the end of the lake are just really spectacular. Obviously in a kayak you always feel very low to the surface of the water, obviously. And so you're always kind of looking up around you, and these mountains rising up kind of directly from the north end of the lake feel spectacular. There's a waterfall coming down from what I guess is a lake up on the kind of first level there, and the amount of water that's coming down that waterfall, you can hear it thundering down as I sit here in the silence in the boat. And again, I can't wait to be up there tomorrow and see that. So yeah, I've got about 4 kilometers back to the car, I think, to paddle, so probably 40 minutes or so. And then go and try and find the Airbnb. Yeah, today's walk didn't quite go to plan. The plan Niall and I had was to start at the top end of Lough Eske that I kayaked on yesterday, go up onto the Blue Stack Ridge and kind of pick off three of the peaks along that ridge. We got to Lough Belshade, went up from there to the first peak, which is only a few metres below the highest peak on the ridge. And the weather was atrocious, really heavy rain, wind was getting stronger, and it was just pretty miserable underfoot. So we bailed, we turned around and came back. So I'm now heading back through the wilds of Donegal and back to the Airbnb, which is near Glenties, where I'm going to eat a huge pile of food and probably go to sleep listening to football commentary. Plan for tomorrow. We've got a couple of options. If the weather's good, we'll try and get high again. Maybe do Errigal. If it's less good, we're thinking about a cliff walk or a coastal walk, so a little less altitude. But I think the plan is we'll wake up in the morning, open the curtains, and make the decision then. Good morning, it's day 3 in Donegal, and because of the misery of yesterday and just the fact that the cloud was so low and we just kind of got zero visibility, I decided against Errigal today, and we're doing a coastal walk instead. And according to Adrian Hendoff, we're actually doing Ireland's finest coastal walk. So we started in the port of Port, walking down past Sturrell Head, up into the hills, and then back down towards the start point. We're actually on OS map number 1. We're right in the top left-hand corner of Ireland, and it feels like the end of the world. It really does. Looking out to sea, you feel that there's kind of nothing out there until I don't know, Iceland and America beyond. It feels really remote, and the drive down to the port only made that feeling stronger. So there we go, that was Donegal. Fantastic 3 days. First day kayaking on Lough Eske. Beautiful paddle, just really special surroundings there with the blue stacks up above it. Yesterday on the Blue Stack Mountains, not the best conditions. The amount of water that ran off my stuff all over the floor of the Airbnb last night was pretty spectacular. Yeah, really wet, really tough, but would love to come back and do the Blue Stacks again. And today, the walk from port, the loop, which claims to be, or is called in the book, in the guidebook, the best coastal walk in Ireland. It's got to be a contender. Some of those views were pretty special. So thanks again to Niall Harron Outdoors on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel. Thanks to him for offering to show me the sights of Donegal for the last couple of days. And thanks to you for watching, of course.